work session to order. This is a work session for the treasurer today. Sorry that we're late, but we're only 30 minutes late for your meeting, so forgive us for that.
It's all good.
This is Tuesday, April the 18th, 2023. We're in the Board of Supervisors Executive Conference Room, Melody Lane, Bisbee. Any item on this agenda is open for discussion, and as always, we begin with the roll call. District 1.
Prosecutor's here.
District 2. Supervisor English is present. District 3.
Supervisor Judd here.
Thank you. We have a complete board. Members of the public may also attend this meeting by Microsoft Teams computer or mobile app, or by phone by calling 602-609-7513 or 888-680-6714. Conference ID 533-335-298#. If you have trouble accessing this meeting remotely, call 520-432-9200 for direction. Work sessions are a time for the county staff to inform and discuss agenda items with the Board of Supervisors, and public comments will not be taken. As usual with our work sessions, introductions should be made when you begin to speak. So if you give us your name and your title, then the complete record will be made by Tim. So since this is for the Treasurer's Office discussion of the budget, I'm going to turn it over to our Treasurer, Kathy.
Good morning. I'm Kathy Treywick, Cochise County Treasurer. I would like to first say thank you, Juan, for all your help in getting us ready to roll with this. The only new thing that I would like on my budget is to increase my professional services line, because we have been over budget on that item for over 5 years, and we just keep moving money. So I'm just asking for it to actually be increased to the $28,000, which is historically what we've been spending in our title searches. Other than that, same old stuff, different day. I never spend what I get, but my budget stays constant. I'm still very frugal, and poor Alex is now learning what Pam used to know. Don't ask me for a $60 stapler. So that's pretty much all I've got for you.
How many employees do you have?
I have 17 employees on the books, but I actually have 15 and a half. Because, 15. Yeah, I've got 2 part-timers and 14 full-timers, and then myself.
You elaborate more about professional services and title searches.
Yes. What those are for the over-the-counter sales that you guys do in the land auctions, and they're required by statute that we do a title search before we offer the parcel. And we are, I don't really know if I want it on public record. Our amount that we pay is less than half of in any other county in the state. And so because we're still clearing up all of the land fraud from the 70s, we have substantial numbers of products that are coming out, parcels that are coming out in the land sale. So Cochise College Park, Twin Lakes, Sun Sites, we have tons of subdivisions that we are clearing up. And Kevin, God bless him, probably puts out about, 1,000 a year? Yeah. And when my predecessor was in office, we might do 30 a year. So that's why this has been such an ongoing problem, because even though the cost is low as far as across the board, if you compare it to like Pima or Maricopa or Pinal even, we have such a large volume that we actually get prepared ready for the sale that it costs us a lot of money.
So are you talking about these are your charges for title searches?
This is what I pay for a title service to be conducted.
Okay, you pay for a title search?
Yes.
Okay. Who
yes.
do you pay?
Right now it's Sylvia Grun. She used to work in the recorder's office. She's a private contractor, and she does an excellent job, and it is a certified, valid title search.
I just didn't know the nature of it or that it was who's paying whose service is it. So
We pay it through our budget, but it is a required fee that we do. We absolutely have to do it before we can actually offer them for sale.
So where does this Sylvia Groom get her information to do title searches?
The recorder's office and various other places. She also will check death records. God, I can't even tell you all the different places that she goes to find out why the chain has broken and nobody's processing these taxes any longer.
Is it done before you can give it to the state?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
We give it to the state before it comes back to us.
Yep, that's not the ones I stand in front of you. Those are personal property, and those are totally different. But these are another gigantic function of my office.
Well, I'm interested in this.
It's good stuff.
Tax liens, all that stuff.
Oh,
And
yeah.
I understand that it varies from county to county, the process.
Slightly. Most of the differences are because of decisions made by county attorneys on how they interpret the statutes. We all will perform our duties according to statute. However, there can be a difference in interpretation that, you know, I offer my tax liens with one time, and then they subtax, which means subsequent taxes they pay going forward until they move toward foreclosure. There are other counties that they sell a lien every year. So like say that you bought the 2019s and you were not the winning bid on the 2020s, there's another lien holder for 2020. There'll be a different one for 2021, or it could be back to the first guy that had from 2019. So we just have one lien holder where they have individual ones for every year. And whoever gets to the foreclosure point first, they're the ones that has to pay the others back. So.
Any other questions, comments, Ms. Judge?
No.
Tom?
Sounds like there's a lot to know.
Oh, it's all the joy.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I told poor Alex in her interview. I've been there 31 years now, and I can probably count on one hand the number of days that I've not learned something new. So it's always challenging, always exciting. I am blessed with my team, and I'm just really excited that I have such other exterior teammates too. Because Tim has been fabulous with special districts. You jumped right into that, and you've been really, really amazing. Yay. And Juan, I know this is kind of your first rodeo with this particular gigantic job, and you've done really well, and you've been really helpful to me. I appreciate it.
Well, and the board always appreciates the fact that you are concerned about your budget. You try to stay within budget, usually lower than budget. But when you have needs, you bring them to it. So we thank you for that.
My pleasure.
I got one more question. That's a woman that you mentioned is Sylvia Groom.
Mm-hmm.
And what is the title of her job? Would you call her an archivist, or what would you call her?
She's a title search expert, and she is an independent contractor. She does not work for us. We pay her as a contractor.
Thank you.
Worked for the county recorders for
For
30 years. Yeah.
Yeah. She was Christine's chief deputy. Christine Rhodes. Yeah.
Any other questions or comments? Well, welcome aboard. We'll be
Thank you
seeing
so much.
if you survive.
I truly hope I do.
Okay.
I haven't killed anybody.
So if there's no other questions or comments, again, thank you. Again, apologize for being tardy with your, we try to stay on track, and sometimes that's not possible, but
I already yelled at Rich Ford.
yeah, we thank you for waiting. Our next meeting will be when?
Whatever you want.
Madam Chair, it's Thursday at 9 a.m.
I don't have that on here, so, Thursday at 9 a.m.
On the court. On the court.
on the courts. So having said that, this work session is adjourned.